Real estate secured notes are an exceptional asset class that offers the simplicity, safety, and strength that wise investors seek. And without a doubt, one of the best sources for getting the best note deals is from other individual investors. But who exactly and how? I'm glad you asked. Today I share with you the 3 key sources for acquiring privately held real estate notes. I'm Brian Ellis. This is episode number 210. Hello, SDI Nation. Welcome to the podcast of record for savvy, self-directed investors like you, where each day we help you to find, understand, and profit from exceptional investments. Be sure to check out the show notes for today's episode number 210 by visiting sdiradio.com/210. One such resource you might enjoy is an article I recently wrote for TheStreet.com, which addresses the weakness in the luxury end of one of the biggest real estate markets in the world, New York City. For those of you who are inclined towards focusing your investment capital on major money centers like New York City, you'll see some really solid reasons why it's worthwhile to expand your horizons a bit and consider other alternatives. Again, the link to that article is on today's show notes page at sdiradio.com/210. And with regard to analyzing specific markets, I have great news, my friends. Beginning this coming Monday, you'll begin to enjoy Market Monday, one episode per week on Monday, not surprisingly, that highlights a particular real estate market in the United States and why it is or maybe is not a suitable target for you, the self-directed investor. This is not a rah-rah session, and the analysis is just as likely to motivate you to stay out of a market as to jump in. The point will be both to educate you about a particular market and its conditions, along with showing you some fundamental factors that are supporting or weighing on particular real estate markets. So look for the first edition of SDI's Market Monday episode this coming Monday, and if there are any particular markets you'd like for us to analyze in the future, please drop a note to me at feedback@sdiradio.com. So let's return to note investing and what is likely the single best source for acquiring them for you as an individual investor. That source generally is private investors, other individuals like me and you who, for one reason or another, find themselves in possession of real estate notes. So let's break this target market down into 3 key categories. Category number 1, these are other individual investors who presently own real estate notes. They may have acquired them by being in business somehow or by selling their own properties through seller financing, which inherently creates a real estate note. It doesn't really matter how they got them, but these people are frequently very easy to find because you'll see signs or other advertisements that say things like owner financing or seller financing or owner will finance. Just search on Craigslist in your target market to find some of these types of ads. This verbiage in an ad, it's a dead giveaway that the person selling the property is creating a note. And at that point, the relevant questions become, do they want to sell that note? And if so, is it a good investment? On the first point, do they want to sell? The only way to know is ask, so call them. And the second point, is it a good investment? We'll defer that question a bit, so stick with me. Category number 2 of private note sources is to create them yourself. Look, this is not a good option for everybody, and I don't want to suggest that it is. But for those of you who are already landlords, the choice of monetizing your property through seller financing isn't substantially different than monetizing it through a lease. The big differences are that you're getting a down payment that you keep rather than a security deposit that you must return, and that you don't have to think about maintenance or management or landlording, or any of the kind of legal liabilities that go with landlording ever again. So for those of you who already actively are involved as landlords, such as those of you who are active day-to-day real estate investors, this could be a great option for you. And finally, there's category number 3, me. That's right, yours truly. My business produces a lot of very high-quality real estate notes, and we're fond of partnering with investors on these notes. I don't actually sell a lot of notes outright because they are, to me, a highly desirable asset. I want to keep them. Instead, what I do is look for investors who can benefit from the type of cash flow that notes can produce, and I basically allow these investors to co-invest with me so that they are entitled to receive the payments from these notes for a long period of time and earn a great rate of return. And it's done in a manner that's incredibly low risk for their capital. I'm not going to delve into the details right now, but if you're looking for a great way to generate between 6 and 12% on your money in a really simple way by co-investing with me, just drop me a note to feedback@sdiradio.com. Now, these deals are usually fairly low dollar, requiring on average less than $50,000 per note, so it's not a huge capital commitment. So there you have it, folks. 3 great options for buying privately owned real estate notes. You can seek out people who are selling houses with seller financing. You can sell properties you already own with seller financing and create a note that way. or you can just reach out to me and I'll handle the whole shebang for you. Before I let you resume all of the important things that you'll be doing today, I'd just like to take a moment and say thank you. As longtime listeners know, I had to take a hiatus from this show for a couple of months due to some big things going on in business and in life that really demanded my singular focus. Look, my absence during that time tugged at me every single day because this podcast it's my favorite thing to do in business every day. So I was really concerned that my audience may have dissipated during the time I was gone. And that's why I'd like to say thank you. Based on being back for just about a week now, I'd say that SDI Nation is alive and well and may have even grown while I was away. You folks are amazing and your attentiveness is so humbling. I know that you, the person who's listening right now in your car or on your phone or wherever you are the reason for the success of Self-Directed Investor Radio, and I'm truly, sincerely grateful to you. Remember, you can catch this show on video also. We take video of my recording session each day and add some other nice content to it as well. So if you're listening to the sound of my voice right now, but maybe you're a more visual person, stop by sdiradio.com/YouTube and subscribe to the SDI Society YouTube channel so you get updates with each new episode we post. It's free and it's really convenient. Hey, have a great Wednesday, my friends, and remember, invest wisely today and live well forever.